So before I start the video, before I start answering the question for Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, I wanted you to see this. I wanted you to see my dress. I wanted you to see where I've come from, how this used to fit. I'll show you a picture. Still got the booty going on. Well, it ain't the same booty, but this is me. All right? Now, this is me today. La 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 la. I don't know how that song goes. Can't even take the darn thing off. Okay. This is me. I did have a 360 done. This is what I was left with. I still had skin after surgery. I still had skin here. I still had skin here. Still have it. Still got that going on. Still have the big legs. Okay? This is me. This is all of me. There is some, when I had the 360, I had 25 pounds removed. And we were supposed to go back and get this taken off at a later date. And also we were supposed to have liposuction. But in my case, I almost passed away for my 360. Okay. So, here I am close up. Can y'all see me close up? This is me close up. Looks different when I'm far away, but this is what I was left with. This is what I try and hide in jackets and stuff, because this is real. This is, all of me. Okay. I'm going to sit down now. So I could never be a stripper, guys. I couldn't even take off the dress, right? So I've got a lot of questions, questions to answer, so I'm going to start right away. And it's about weight regain. How often do you think about regain? How do you deal with those thoughts? Is regain something your doctor informed you would happen on your journey? If you have experienced regain, do you know why it happened? Do you have any advice as to how you can shed those pounds that crept back on? If you have not experienced regain, why do you think you have not? Do you have any advice as to how not to see those pounds creep on? I'm going to do my best to answer this question as quick as I can, because I want to show you another clip. I started out with the first clip of me in the dress and what I look like today because I wanted to show you that the dress was a size 22, 24. And I'm going to be really quick, as quick as I can, to tell you how amazing I felt in this size 22. I didn't even think about the 24. I thought about the 22. I'm in a size 22 because I had been in a 5X for such a long time. I was trying to squeeze in a 3X, but it wasn't working. If I could find a 4X, I'd be happy, And then I realized a 4X really wasn't fitting anymore. A 5X was fitting better. So I would try and find size, whatever they were, 32, 30, 32. And I felt so amazing in that dress. I felt thin. I felt thin. I had already lost like 60 pounds. And it just felt amazing. I had started the Atkins diet and I was beginning to lose the weight. I didn't have any thoughts of the RNY because I didn't know about the RNY at that time. And then I gained weight. I'm trying to be really quick, guys. And then I gained weight and I began to feel hopeless, helpless, shameful, failure, just a lot of negative things. I wasn't happy anymore. My husband sent me to his doctor. His doctor sent me to an RNY doctor. And thank God I have had RNY, gastric bypass. And it took me 3 years to lose the weight. So that's why I think it is so very important to embrace the body that we're in. I was embracing without even knowing it in this dress. I was loving what I was feeling and what I was looking like. But I couldn't maintain it. I could not keep it off, This was when I was doing the Atkins diet. So when I started to gain again, I felt like it's just another thing that, came and slipped through my fingers again. Here comes failure all over again. And of course that feeling is never good. How do you deal with those thoughts? Those thoughts come often because I don't want to see my superly, morbidly obese body again. You know, I know that I've had weight loss surgery, and I know that for now I'm out 11 years. I'm almost 12 years out now, and it's more work, honestly. You know, I'm not at the stage where it just came off. Well, for me, it never really did just come off easily. I've had to fight for every pound. My metabolism is slow, so that's another video too. Anyway, so do I have any advice? I say to you to, first of all, embrace the body that you're in today. I know, I preach that. I say that too often. And, you know, if that bothers you, I'm so sorry, but it's true. It's so true, because you have to have a good feeling about you. You know, you have to love that body that you're in. Otherwise, you're a miserable person, you know? And you don't want to be that. You know, follow your doctor's advice. You can't follow anybody's advice but the doctors that know what they did to your body. You know, I am not with the doctor that I had gastric bypass with. That doctor, when I lost my insurance, I couldn't go see him anymore. But I'm very blessed to have found a doctor here in Fresno that is willing to see me, and he says I've done amazing, and that, you know, for me, for my regain, is just to follow the same things that I've done all these years, and that maintenance is it's not an evil word, it's not bad, and that I'm going to have to exercise more. I'm going to have to stay away from as much salt as I can. Lower the salt, lower the fat, lower the carbs to maintain this body. And that's just to maintain. So to hear that was not pleasant, but to know that is a reality. Sometimes the reality that we hear is not something comfortable that we really want to hear, but it's true. Got to live the lifestyle. You got to live the lifestyle that you chose to when you had your weight loss surgery, whatever that may be. Also, I want to feel comfortable in my clothes. You know, I got rid of all my big clothes. So I have to be comfortable. And in order to just feel that, I have to keep plugging away, you know. Lengthy, because I do want to share this video clip with you. And I'll be right back.
To make herself beautiful. And all she did was make herself more invisible.
Everybody in this city thinks they're ugly. And nobody is. I'm starting to get why you hate anonymous death so much.
We were born unique. Our experiences mold and change us. We become someone, all of us, and to have that taken away by murder, to be erased from existence against our will, it's just
evil,
unacceptable.
So Bones is talking about a girl that had had all kinds of plastic surgery, and she's, you know, she fought to be noticed. She fought to be beautiful, and she still didn't feel beautiful. All that Bones is talking about in the clip that you just saw is passed away, you know, in the video, in the movie. And, you know, she wasted her life wanting beauty. She never attained it because she never learned to love that body that she was in at that moment. And at the end, they show a picture of her, and she's gorgeous. She was beautiful to begin with. She didn't need plastic surgery. She didn't need to lose weight. She was beautiful, but she had never accepted herself. She says, we were born unique. We're all so very different. Our experiences mold and change us. We become someone. It changes us. Weight loss surgery changed us, right? It molded us into who we are today. You know, mindset. And that's the way we need to stay, in that great mindset. And even if we regain, I want to say this, is very important, is that, you know, if I change from one year to the next year, and I go to these meet and greets, is that going to keep me away from you guys? I would think not. I would think that, you know, some people say, I don't want to go to the meet and greet because I gained 20 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever. You know, for me, I would want you to treat me the same way. You know, and I would not want to be judged if I didn't look the same as last year. You know, when I saw that in that clip, I had to, you know, video it for you guys, because I have felt that way before. Like, I'm doing all this and you know, and still feel ugly and still feel like I haven't accomplished anything, even though I feel so free today. Why can't I just feel free? Even if I gained weight, why can't I still have the freedom that I felt a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago? You know? So I hope I made some sense. I hope I made you think a little bit and learn to, you know, live your lifestyle, but also embrace your changes. And I'll leave you with this thought. Body confidence does not come from trying to achieve the perfect body. It comes from embracing the one you already have, the one you're already in, the one you already own, this one. I love you guys. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye for now.